Hey, this is Mandy from This Lovely Path, and earlier I did a video about natural cold remedies that we use in our home. Today I want to tell you about 3 items unrelated to each other that I personally would not be without in a house with children. Now, once again, I am not a doctor. I have no, nothing beyond my own personal research as far as knowledge into this stuff. These are just things that I have found work for us and that I keep on hand. These are 3 things that I don't feel comfortable not having in the house with kids around. So, like I said, they're unrelated. So the first one is huge in my opinion. This is probably, if there was only 3 things I could think of having in my house natural wise, this would be within that. And that's activated charcoal. Now you can get it in capsule form. I'm going to show you this because this little Pendleton makeup bag, I buy these silver bags of organic activated charcoal online, and it's a mess. That's just from touching it. So this was a bag that I had opened, and then I put in a Ziploc, and then I put it in this, and it's still covered. So charcoal's messy. Now, what is activated charcoal good for? Charcoal cleans your system and absorbs all the toxins and flushes them. So in cases of food poisoning, gastrointestinal illness, even certain poisonings, most poisonings, charcoal does not go into your system. It pulls from your system and flushes. And so charcoal is a lot of times what they will pump into people in the hospital who have overdosed on certain meds and stuff. For me, it's cheap and it's worth having in case of any sort of accidental thing. You can't get to a hospital. If you're feeling something as slight as a tummy bug coming on to something as serious as, some sort of poisoning, charcoal is safe. It will flush you. So keep that in mind. For children, you can just, it doesn't have any flavor. So you can just sprinkle some, applesauce tends to be the go-to for using activated charcoal. That's what people tend to put it in for children. It does turn it black, but there is no flavor. I heard somewhere, and I wish I could credit because I don't know where it was originally from, call it Batman applesauce, and your kids will eat it. So activated charcoal is one thing I will not let myself run out of. Something else, oh, and just a side note, on the gastrointestinal aspect, I always keep grape juice. I always keep 100% Concord grape juice. We grow a gazillion Concord grapes, so we have those in the freezer too. But I keep this in my medicine cabinet. Obviously, once it's opened, it goes in the fridge. My husband ends up drinking it as it goes bad quickly. But I'm sucking on a zinc lozenge, so sorry. But grape juice, it will kill the beginning of stomach viruses. So if you take this, when you start to get that little bit of nausea, it'll usually wipe it out pretty good. It's not as potent or as strong as charcoal. So I will take them in combination. But if the kids are just kind of starting to feel a little yucky, maybe, I'm not too sure if they just overate or ate too many sweets, or if they're getting something, a little bit of grape juice will usually kick that out. I've never had a child throw up since we have started using the charcoal and the grape juice. I will say, I've read a few horror stories about people who give their children grape juice at a point when they're already kind of ready to throw up. And as you can imagine, cleaning up throw up that has grape juice in it is not easy or fun. So just a word of caution there. But grape juice is something obviously simple that you can keep on hand. Another thing my kids know by name, and we are never without, is Arnica. Now, Arnica I keep in 3 different forms. I cannot find my gel form right now because the kids probably didn't put it away where it was supposed to go. But there's Arnica oil. You can get it in the homeopathic tablets. And then, like I said, I have it in a gel form that I use too. Now, Arnica is great for bruising, swelling, like achy. I don't put it on open wounds, but they are, you know, aches, stiffness. Anytime a kid gets a goose egg or a big bruise or anything like that, this stuff will take it down like almost immediately. So kids know. In fact, just this morning, my 10-year-old was saying, Mom, my arm's really sore right here. I don't know what I did. I think when I leaned over the couch, it stretched it and it's really sore. And I said, you know, he knows. Go get some Arnica, put it on it. It works. I never let myself run out of Arnica. This is Arnica montana, I think is the scientific name. And it's just a flower. And, you know, in the tincture form, it's extracted through, let me see, usually it's some sort of alcohol. So you can get it in forms to take internally. You can get it in oils and creams and gels to put on the outside, and then you can get homeopathic and tinctures for inside and internal use. And I love this stuff. And the third and final thing that I have found in this last year that I do not like to be without, and I keep on hand, is helichrysum oil. Some people are pronouncing it helichrysum, helichrysum, however you want to say it. Helichrysum. This stuff is amazing for cuts and like wounds. I had heard it was called liquid stitches. And you have to be careful, so I'm going to put those away. But because people, FDA is watching and can't make claims. For me personally, I cut my finger with a knife pretty good back in, I want to say like March. And it was my first experience using this on myself. I had put it on kids, you know, I didn't know firsthand how it worked. But for me, cut myself with a knife, it was one of those, like, it just throbbed. I could feel the heartbeat in it. It was killing me. I put 1 drop of that on it and I didn't have pain at all. And it stayed that way. The next day I put a little bit more on just to keep it away. My teenager, who hates all my hippie remedies, used some for something that he did. I think he cut his finger or something too. And he said it worked immediately, took the pain away. You obviously want to be careful using anything that's gonna heal, that you want to make sure the wound is clean before it starts to heal. So I always clean wounds with hydrogen peroxide to flush that first. But I love helichrysum oil, so hopefully this video doesn't get taken down now because I made some sort of claim. But those are the things that I always like to keep on hand with children in the house, because they, for me, are just kind of all over great remedies to have. So thanks for watching. If you guys know of anything else, if you have something that you keep on hand, let me know. I love soaking up knowledge on this stuff. And like I said, I'm constantly learning, so I'm not an expert. So if you have tips or stuff that you love, let me know, because I would love to look into that myself to see if that's something I want to have on hand. Thanks for watching. Let me know if there's if you guys like these kinds of videos. I can keep making them. And if there's anything specific that you're curious about that I may or may not have knowledge on, I can, you know, for natural remedies, that kind of stuff, just let me know. Maybe I can continue these videos if they are well received. Thanks.